Hello, everybody. It's December 16th, 2019. It's 11:30 a.m. Pacific and 2:30 p.m. Eastern. It is time, once again, for our midday mindful moment. I'm Reverend Jonathan Zenz, the founding spiritual director of Tucson New Thought, and this is a time and place to check in each weekday for a few minutes of mindfulness. Unless you tried to check in last Friday, and that was a whole thing. Anyway, I will apologize for it, but I'm not going to get into the details about why the mindful moment didn't happen last Friday. It was just one of those days. Yes, this is an opportunity that we can take to actively engage spiritual practice, because when we engage on a consistent and regular basis, life gets better all around. And isn't that what so many of us are looking for? Is just, thriving in life. Well, to thrive in life, I believe, and I have experienced that happens by means of engaging spiritual practice. Because when I know who I am, which is the whole purpose of spiritual practice, is to deepen into the knowledge of who I am, the truth of who I am, which is I am that which is, as are we all. We are all part of an infinite creative source. And when we really get in touch with that, then that source works for us magnificently by corresponding to what we decide we want. It's always corresponding. That's the thing. It's always corresponding. But it may be corresponding to things we don't want because we have willy-nilly thoughts in our mind. And those things are showing up as the experience of our life, right? So if we want life to get better all around, it is time to engage. Whether you're watching live or on the replay, do me a favor and post a comment. Let me know that you are here. And I will start, as I do, with my daily reminder. And it is this, that you are love, you are light, you are life. You are magnificent. Take the time to reflect on your magnificence right now. Take this moment and say, I am magnificent. Let yourself be motivated by that right now and always. So I've had this thought about what I wanted to talk about today. And it's rooted in a thing that, I'm in social media. I don't know if you've ever noticed that. I mean, this is social media. We do these mindful moments on Facebook. And so I'm engaged in social media. And there was this thing that came across my social media early or late November. And it basically was an Advent calendar. Now, Advent, right? You're thinking, wait a second, isn't Advent kind of a Christian paradigm? And yes, it is. The concept of the Advent, the time of Advent, is a Christian paradigm. But if we look at the word Advent, it simply means an arrival. So I think we can take on a new thought, Advent, and ask ourselves, what are we welcoming this season? What are we welcoming into our lives? What are we expecting to arrive in our lives this season? Are we expecting joy? Are we expecting love? Are we expecting light? It's up to you to determine what you are expecting this season, and then in the season of Advent, welcome it. So I've been following this Advent calendar that came across my social media. Excuse me. Those of you who know I've been a little under the weather, but again, like I said yesterday, my body is winning, so that's the good news. But I've been following this Advent calendar of kindness this season, and it's pretty simple. For instance, today's Advent directive is this: smile and thank someone who serves you. That's it. Smile and thank someone who serves you. Simple, right? Some of the other reminders on this Advent calendar of kindness are to offer help, to donate to a charity, to let someone go ahead of you in line. If you're waiting in line, let someone go ahead of you. There's one that I also think is really important, and that is to do something kind for yourself. Right? Now, these are things that I think we should be engaging in all the time, but why don't we start to make them a habit and a practice during the season of Advent, this Advent of kindness? These little reminders that we offer can mean so much. And here's the deal: as we give, so we receive, because we are in that infinite flow, we're in that infinite law of circulation. So I think today what I want us to root ourselves in is this concept. Let's give a little more. Let's give a little more in some fashion. Let's give a little more of ourselves to others. Let's give a little more of ourselves to ourselves. Let's, Let's give our attention to somebody, maybe more so today than we ever did before. Let's give. Let's be in that spirit of giving. Oh, speaking of giving, I don't know if you can hear that, but somebody is giving me some noise in the background. All of a sudden, I think that the tree trimmers are here. So we're going to go ahead and give right now of ourselves. We're going to give over to allowing whatever distractions are around us to be there. And we're going to root ourselves in this thing called spiritual mind treatment or affirmative prayer, whatever you choose to call it. It is a use of the mind to create in our lives. So if you're in a place where you can close your eyes and it's comfortable for you to do so, I'm going to invite you to allow yourself that. Just take it all in right here and right now. Just taking a nice deep breath. And release. Taking in another deep breath. And releasing that. Oh, yes. And one more time, one nice deep breath. And allowing that to be released as well. As we settle into this receptive space in mind, this allowing space, this space of infinite wisdom, this intuitive space. I relax into this moment, knowing that I am here. Each and every one of us, we are here. For there is only one thing going on, and it is everywhere present at all times. This one thing is power. This one thing is energy. This one thing is the creative flow of the universe. It is an intelligent field of creation. And there is nothing except this magnificent, intelligent field of creation. There is source and nothing else. And this is who and what we are. We are the expression of this perfect, loving source of all that is. I know this. I trust this. I know that we are one as this power. We live its life and call it our own. We experience it as love, and we experience it personally. We are the love of the universe embodied and expressed right here and right now. And so I trust and know that the word I speak is backed by this infinite creative power, and it is perfectly unfolding as the expression of life by means of me and by means of each and every one of us. It is perfectly expressing itself as love. And so I know and trust that we are on this perfect journey of kindness. We are allowing a kind and generous heart right here and right now to be the way we lead into action in our lives. I know that this is what I am doing in this moment, and I live this advent of kindness. I welcome the arrival of this goodness. I welcome the arrival of this flow. I welcome the arrival of this magnificent thing called life. And trusting and knowing that this is the truth, trusting and knowing that this is how my life is unfolding, I do so beautifully with a kind and generous heart, leading the way at all times. And so I give a little more today, a little more in some magnificent way, for this is the way I am now redistributing the habitual aspects of my mind into being more generous and more kind. I am allowing the retraining of my mind in this moment. And I am in trust. I allow this trust to flow forth with magnificence, showing up as grace in my life and in the lives of each and every one of us. And so knowing this, trusting this, allowing this, and in deep gratitude for this, I simply relax, let go, let fly, and know it to be so. In gratitude, I release this word as together we say, and so it is. There we have it. Yeah. Just breathing into that feeling. I'm so grateful that you've taken the time to hang out with me for a couple of minutes today. Like I say, always keep an eye out for more opportunities for the Midday Mindful Moment. If you haven't already, I would love for you to hit that little love button. Give me a reaction to this video. Give a reaction. Don't give me the reaction. React to this video and whatever is calling to your soul in a way to react. Also, if you haven't, comment on the video and let me know what that has brought up for you. Let me know if you have anything that you would like me to talk about in future mindful moments. You know, that's the thing. We can have a conversation here. Let me know what's on your mind and how we can spread this good and magnify our mindfulness practice. One of the ways that we can do that is by sharing this video, right? So share it with people. I do want to remind everybody that we do have where is it? There it is. We do have, I'm going to shift over here and you'll understand why. We do have a Taizé style gathering that we are doing this Wednesday, December 18th. A Taizé style gathering mixes music, poetry, quiet meditation, and allows us to deepen into our sense of self and a sense of connection to the whole. We're going to do this on Wednesday at 6 p.m. at Tucson New Thought. And we are going to allow this Taizé to be in honor of the shortest day of the year in the Northern Hemisphere, which is actually, we're doing it a couple days early, but that's because Wednesday doesn't fall on the solstice. So we're honoring the solstice this year, and we're welcoming and celebrating what will end up happening after the solstice, which is the lengthening of our daylight hours and the welcoming back of the light. So I would love to have you join me there for this very special night. Also, don't forget, we do continue our Sunday gatherings as always, a contemplative experience at 9 a.m., our celebration gathering at 10:30 a.m., also at Tucson New Thought. All those times are local, and all of those things also are webcast on Facebook. So if you are not able to join us in person, you can always join us on Facebook, and we love to have you there for that. This coming Sunday, we are going to be celebrating the season and honoring the notion of what it is to be in this consciousness of divinity. So keep an eye out on Facebook, Instagram, and our website for the latest on and greatest that is happening at Tucson New Thought. Logan, I see you've just logged in. Great to have you here. And yes, I see that you will rewatch. It's all good, right? Yeah, do keep an eye out on Facebook, our website, TucsonNewThought.org, and Instagram for all that's going on. You know, I just want to remind you, as I do every time, there are so many ways to celebrate the magnificence that is you. You are magnificent. Do please share this video and expand the flow of this good to everyone you know. Look forward to seeing you next time. Have a great day, everyone. Namaste.